Hello, everybody. This is Don Koss, your host for Big Time Wrestling. Today, one of the biggest main events you're going to find anywhere in the world. In fact, I'm surprised that we're going to have it on television. Samoa and Rip Oliver. This is going to be a war right out there in the middle of the ring. We've got news for you. We've got interviews for you. And, of course, all the action right after this. Don't go away. Big Time Wrestling. Oh, my goodness. Glad to have you along with us. And certainly are glad to have these folks here in the arena. This place is packed and it's jumping again. My goodness. For those of you watching us on KTZZ Channel 22 in Seattle, welcome. Certainly glad to have you folks along. Those of you over in the Spokane area, Cox Cable, you watch us every Tuesday and Thursday. And we appreciate that. Certainly glad to have you. Boy, you're going to be glad that you are along, too. Main event, Samoa, Rip Oliver. The feud continues. The riot continues between these two men. They've been chasing each other throughout the entire Northwest. I believe it's going to come to a head today. Look out. My goodness. I can't believe all the stuff we got going on today. Chris Colt is going to start out here. And I have no idea who he's going to be battling. Things are so exciting here. They change every day. Tama Samoa. Well, here's a guy who keeps improving every single week, every single day for that matter. He has become very, very popular throughout the Northwest. Tama Samoa, with his exciting brand of pro wrestling, and Chris Colt, of course, one of the legends in this business, really. Here's Don Owen to make the announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be one fall. Introducing in this corner, 220 pounds from Los Angeles, Chris Colt. His opponent in this corner, 228 pounds from the South Pacific, Tama Samoa.
The referee for our first match tonight, NWA referee Sandy Barr, Chris Colt and Tama Samoa. Well, glad to see these folks here in the arena. And they pack the arenas wherever these guys go, and for very good reason. These are the finest action pro wrestlers you're going to find anywhere in the pro wrestling world today. Chris Colt, the original rock and roll wrestler, has wrestled literally around the world. Quite a history on Chris Colt. He used to have his hair colored all kinds of different wild colors. He toured, in fact, for a while with Joe Cocker in England. So has quite a, he's probably the first rock and wrestling pro wrestler. Crowd really getting on Chris Colt. Of course, he likes to give them a bad time, too. And he's still got that bandage, that tape around the midsection. I don't know what happened there. We didn't hear anything about that. Now he's going to yell at this side of the crowd a little bit. They're going to yell back at him. He should be paying attention to Tama Samoa. Oh, you keep an eye on Tama. Boy, I tell you, this guy he's getting more sensational with the more experience that he gets. And he's been here a few months. Now watch this. Drop kick. And down and out goes Chris Colt. Tama Samoa finally said, hey, you've had enough of this stuff. You're not here to fight the crowd. You're here to fight me. You better start paying attention to me. Oh, Thomas Samoa, you talk about element of surprise. Just a drop kick right on the back of Chris Colt. And Colt just went flying outside. Lucky he didn't end up in one of the first or second rows out there. Now he's complaining that Tama Samoa grabbed his hair, not getting... he's not getting too much respect no matter where he turns. We do have an announcement for you folks in the Freda area, Freda, Washington. The ring that they transport from city to city did not make it to Freda last week in time, and we certainly apologize. We want to assure the fans that the ring will be there on time on August the 12th. I can really assure you of that. August 12th, we're going to be in Ephrata, Washington, only this time with the ring and with the matches. And we promise we will make it this time on August the 12th. Is that right? Larry Neat, you got to be kidding. Larry Neat's our director out there in the bus. And Ephrata, Washington holds a soft spot in Larry's heart. His wife is from Omak. She graduated from Omak High School, you say? Is that right? And you're going to be there on August the 12th. Probably front row, right, Larry? Okay. Listen, they may just take this whole bus that we use here for our matches and just take it right up there to Ephrata for those matches, because they're going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one. In fact, Larry, can you assure us that the ring will be there if you have to take it in the bus? Okay. We got the word from Larry Neat that the ring certainly will be there if he has to take it up there in the bus. Thank you, Larry. I know all the folks in the Omak, Ephrata area certainly. Thank you for that. Chris Colt working on the trapezius of Tama Samoa under the watchful eye of referee Sandy Barr. Hey, I see we're taking big time wrestling over to the great state of Idaho, because right after we leave Ephrata, Washington on August 12th, we're going over to Post Falls, Idaho, August 13th. And then on the 14th, we're going to be in Lewiston, Idaho. Shoulder tackle by Tama Samoa, and he just took a knee into the midsection by Chris Colt. Colt going to go upstairs, second floor, coming down, double-handed smash across the back. And Tama Samoa rolls over. In pain, of course, and that's causing more pain right there. The hold on the trapezius by Chris Colt. And then on August 15th, we're going to be heading right on back to the state of Washington to Walla Walla. Outside goes Tama Samoa. And Chris Colt is going outside also to yell at that side of the crowd a little bit. Now he's coming over. Oh, and plants a boot right on top of the head of Tama Samoa. He just keeps kicking away. Tama Samoa down on his hands and knees on the concrete floor. Chris Colt raising his hands in mock victory in the middle of the ring. And talk about whiplash. Outside goes Tama Samoa again. Chris Colt, the man they love to hate. Now Tama Samoa just he rolled under the ring. He rolled under the ring to the other side and sneaked up. Another sneak attack by Tama Samoa. Chris Colt went over here on this side of the ring. Where'd he go? Tama Samoa rolled clear under the ring, came up on the other side, and drop kicked Chris Colt outside of the concrete floor. Another sneak attack. Now, you folks in Ephrata and Post Falls and Lewiston and Walla Walla, you watch your local newspapers, will you? For time and place for these matches. Oh, hard chops from Tama Samoa. Here comes a whip into the turnbuckle. Goes Chris Colt, and he was waiting as Tama Samoa pays for more dues. Tama, he's a rookie in this sport, and boy, he's paying for it right now at the hands of a real veteran, Chris Colt. Chris Colt, another forearm smash across the back. Leg trip, takedown by Colt, arm bar. Working on the left arm of Tama Samoa. This is our first match today on Big Time Wrestling. Main event, look out. Coco Samoa, Rip Oliver. Oh, Chris Colt pulled the hair, and I think he got caught this time. He did. He got caught by referee Sandy Barr. A boot right in the midsection from Tama Samoa. And there go the fingers again, right into the throat. Chris Colt using those fingers and drove him right into the throat of Tama Samoa. Everybody on this side of the ring saw it. Everybody on the other side of the ring suspected it again. Have fingers being driven into the throat. A right hand, another right hand. Here comes a body slam. Leg drop. A reversal whip. Into the ropes goes Tama Samoa. And a victory roll. Yes, sir. He's got him over, but does he have him hooked in? He's got him. Tama Samoa with a victory roll on Chris Colt, and he hooked him in and got the victory. Tama Samoa winner over Chris Colt. We'll be back with a special interview right after this timeout. Here we go, in the crow's nest right now, Ricky Santana and, of course, Coco Samoa.
How you do, brother? Don, that's only one thing I'm concerned now. You, Whip Oliver. I want to tell you something. I told you before. I set up my mind now, Whip Oliver. I'm going to strip you from your belt, brother. Then after your belt, I'm going to go for your eyeball. I'm going to make you pay what you turn to my eye, brother. I don't care where the town we go. Walla Walla or where you go, brother. I'm going to follow you. Believe me, brother. I'm going to follow you anywhere you go to make you pay what you turn to my eye. Right now, I go for your bell. Believe me, I'm going to strip you, brother. Down. Way down, brother. Yes, my friend right here. Rick Santana. I've been watching him all over the United States, in Japan, in Puerto Rico. Everywhere we go, we always get together. I know he can do the job. I know he's hungry for you guys. Here he is, right next to me. We're going to watch each other, yeah.
Like my good friend Coco said, Rip Oliver, take a good look. Coco's not wearing that patch anymore. You can run, but you sure can't hide, because he's coming at you, and every dog has his day, and his day has come. Polish up that belt, Oliver, because it's just a matter of time before my man Coco gets it around his waist. And I'm going to go through every one of your clan members, whether it be Abudadein Mike Miller, because we're on a vision quest, and the only people that are going to be left standing when we're done is me and Coco and the rest of us, because we're America's team. We don't need a clan. We're here for all the right reasons, not the wrong reasons, Don Cross.
There you go.
Beat me if you can, brother.
Right, we're ready.
You better believe it. We will come after you right now.
All right. Thank you very much. Ricky Santana, Coco Samoa, and certainly the word is out and the challenge is out. Coco and Ricky Santana have got a plan for the clan. We're going back out to the ring now. You're ready for our second match today on Big Time Wrestling. If you tuned in late, our first match, boy, what a dandy that was. Going back out to the ring. And if you did tune in late, Chris Colt fell victim to, just a second, we're being talked to here by Barry Owen. Tama Samoa, by the way, was the winner of our first match. And, oh, I see what we're doing now. All right, we're getting ready for some music out there. All right. Are you ready out there in the bus? Listen to this. This is Ricky Santana making his entrance into the ring right now. This place is going crazy. Ricky Santana making his entrance into the ring.
Introducing in this corner, 232 pounds, from Kentucky, Joey Jackson. His opponent in this corner, 235 pounds, Ricky Santana.
Ricky looking good in his tuxedo. And, well, that's what happened, Larry. I had to lend Ricky my tuxedo. He's got the tuxedo I was going to wear tonight. But, hey, listen, when somebody like Ricky Santana comes up to you and says, I want to borrow your tuxedo. Oh, sure, Rick. Hey, hang on a second. Ricky Santana, Joey Jackson. Referee, of course, Sandy Barr. Against the ropes goes Santana. And Joey Jackson with some smashes across the chest. 3 in a row. And now it's Jackson against the ropes. 1, 2, 3. Turnabout is fair smash, I guess. A back body drop by Santana on Joey Jackson. Arm drag. And Joey Jackson going outside. Now, this is a different side of Joey Jackson than we've been seeing over the past couple of weeks. All right, now you folks in Seattle and you folks in Spokane, I want you to mark this down. Listen closely. On Wednesday, September the 24th, the Seattle Center Arena is going to be the site of the next Don Owen extravaganza. Wednesday, the 24th, and in Spokane is going to be Thursday, September the 25th. So we're talking Wednesday, the 24th in Seattle, Thursday, the 25th in Spokane, the next Don Owen extravaganza, and he already has Sergeant Slaughter lined up. Sergeant Slaughter, as you know, has a crusade going against foreign wrestlers. To badmouth the United States, and he says, put me in against that Arab, the one that's been shooting off his mouth, and I'll tear him apart. That's what Sergeant Slaughter said, word for word. Told Don Owen that over the phone. Well, of course, he's referring to Abudadein, and he says if I can't finish him off in Seattle, I'll finish him off in Spokane. Now, I know that Don Owen has also been talking to the Road Warriors and some other super major stars locally and from around the world. So that's going to be quite an extravaganza. The 24th, Wednesday in Seattle, and the 25th, Thursday in Spokane. We'll have more information on those matches in just a little bit. Neck breaker, is it? No, he couldn't get it to hook in. Suplex by Santana on Joey Jackson. I think Jackson was trying to go for a neck breaker, and Santana didn't give him a chance to lock it in. That was a right hand in the midsection by Ricky Santana. Right hand upside the head, another one upside the head. Now these men just flailing at each other, but Santana getting most of the shots in. Down goes Jackson. Here comes an arm whip. Into the ropes goes Jackson. Back body drop by Santana. Another. Oh, no. A flying. He had a two-handed chop there going, and he caught Santana right in the chest with it. A step over. Leg lock. And 1, 2. Oh, this has got to be it. 3. Yes, sir. Ricky Santana. Ricky Santana. Well, if that music does it to you, we're going to get that cassette. Santana, the winner over Jackson, our second match. Get ready now. Get ready for our main event coming up next, right after this. In the crow's nest with us right now, we got Brady Boone, and we got Scott Doring.
All right, Washington. Washington didn't have a chance to see it. Me and my partner, Brady Boone. We had a title match this evening right here in Portland. We missed our chance to have the belts around our waist right at this moment. But I'm telling you this now. The clan, Abudadein, Rip Oliver, we're going after those belts all week. Washington, Oregon, it doesn't matter where. Seattle, we got Seattle coming up. The 24th, the 25th, we got Seattle, we got Spokane. We're going to have title matches all week. I'm telling you, I'm putting this on my mind. It's major priority right now. That's all I'm thinking about. I'm laying awake at night, staring at the ceiling, thinking about this match. And I'm sure this buddy right here, Brady Boone, is thinking about the same thing.
That's right, Scott, man. That's all that's been on my mind. Like I said, we've been defending the titles. Every time we've had a chance to defend them, we put them on the line when we were the title holders, myself and Coco. Now it's me and Scott chasing them for the belts. They seem to want to stick to this law about every 30 days they have to put the belt up. Well, it's been about 45 days and they haven't put it up once yet. I don't know how many more times we got to prove to them, the promoters, the people, that we deserve a shot at the title. There's no way that some commie flag-waving Iranian should be represent the Pacific Northwest, along with Mike Miller and the clan, Rip Oliver. Something's got to change. I don't know who we got to go to, whether it be Don Owens, Barry Owens, or who it is, but I want a title shot. Scott wants a title shot. We deserve it. We've been beating them left and right, like I said. And I don't care where it's going to be, if it's in Ephrata, Post Falls, Idaho, Lewiston, Idaho, or Walla Walla. We're coming for you guys. The belts rightfully belong to us. We're going to get them back, no matter what it takes. And I got the man backing me up that, like I said, you don't want to make this man. You've heard of a bull in a china shop? Well, look at a bull in a ring, man. And you don't got a prayer, let me tell you. A prayer. Is that buddy? I don't know, Don.
By the time we get to these towns Brady spoke of, we hope to have those belts around our waist. If not, we're going to win them in one of these towns. You can bet your life on it, man.
Okay. Gentlemen?
I want to say one more thing. The Pacific Northwest, I want to welcome personally Ricky Santana here. He's one of the brightest stars of here. And look out, clan, because he's going to be right in our corner when we need him, if we need him. And it could be any time because he's right there. He's big, he's bad, and he'll come gunning for you too.
Okay. Thank you. Scott Doring, Brady Boone. We're going back to the ring now for our main event. And I'll tell you, everybody is going to be in Ephrata. Larry Neat, everybody out there in the bus right now. Larry's wife is from Omak. She's probably going to bring a lot of her old classmates here. We may have a big reunion in Ephrata, and the ring will be there. Larry's going to see to that. Big match, Ephrata, Washington, on August the 12th. Don't miss that. Let's go out to the ring right now as we get ready for that main event. Coco Samoa, Rip the Crippler Oliver, And you can feel the tension in the air right now. This was one, again, that I did not think they'd have on television. But they decided, I guess, that they're going to go ahead and have it. There's the best 2 out of 3, of course, to a TV time limit. And that's something that they certainly have to keep in mind, is that TV time limit. All right, now you can hear the crowd. There is Rip Oliver getting into the ring. And we are awaiting the arrival of Coco Samoa. Here he comes to the crowd, heading for the ring. Don Owen getting into the ring to make the announcement of our main event today on Big Time Wrestling.
Our TV time limit, a continuation of the bitter feud between Coco and Rip Oliver. Introducing in this corner, 245 pounds from Florida, Rip Oliver. His opponent in this corner, 235 pounds from the South Pacific, Coco.
Coco Samoa, Rip the Crippler Oliver, and now we see Coco. And he certainly has got that patch off. He had that eye patch on for about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, at doctor's orders, after he had salt thrown into his face by Rip Oliver. That could have done so much damage to his eyes. It did damage that one eye. And he was wrestling with the patch over the eye. In fact, in a couple of towns, they wouldn't let him wrestle at all. But he's got some scores to settle. He definitely has got some scores to settle, and he said he's gonna put Oliver out on his own carryout stretcher, and he wants to do some damage to him in the same fashion that Oliver did the damage to Coco. Oh, these folks are ready. And as Oliver backing up against the turnbuckle. And now it's Coco Samoa jabbing away. Now both men lock up, and it's Coco Samoa slapping away at Rip Oliver. Oliver against the ropes. Coco right on him. Coco with a gouge right in the face. And now he's receiving a stern warning from referee Sandy Barr. He said, hey, that's nothing compared to what he did to me 3 weeks ago. In fact, they may do it again, and he does. Down goes Oliver. Oliver crawling over towards the ropes. Coco Samoa is just, man, he is starting off on fire against Rip Oliver. Warming up the thumb, yes, sir. He is fighting fire with fire is what he's doing. He's fighting Rip Oliver at his own game, at Oliver's own game. Coco Samoa, oh, there's a kick right in the face. He's got a hold of his nose. Kind of a nose lock on him. And Rip Oliver has just, that's the first shot he got in, and that didn't have any effect. There's a headbutt from Coco Samoa, and Oliver just going to crawl outside the ring right now. He's going to crawl outside the ring and try to shake some of those cobwebs out of his head. Boy, the crowd really getting on Oliver. Oliver is not only fighting Coco Samoa right now, he's fighting these thousands and thousands of fans here tonight. Rake across the back. Most of these people that are here today saw what Rip Oliver did to Coco Samoa about 3 weeks ago. Now look out, Rip Oliver looked like he was going to go for that thumb again. And Coco Samoa goes, has he got him by the trapezius? Well, whatever it was, Rip Oliver just falls outside the ring right onto the floor. He'd rather face that hard concrete floor than he would Coco Samoa right now. This is our main event. Best 2 out of 3 to a TV time limit. And it's been Coco Samoa all the way so far. If you tuned in late, our first match today, Tama Samoa against Chris Colt. Tama, oh, look at this. Oliver's got Coco, and now he's going to wrap him around. Oh, that's too bad. Coco Samoa in a tremendous amount of pain. Now that's all that Rip Oliver needs. Now Oliver gets things going his way, where Oliver can fight his fight. And that's exactly what he's doing. There's a gouge. Just used a thumb right in the face. Oliver did. He's telling Sandy Barr use the palm of his hand. That was a thumb going right in the face of Coco Samoa. Now he got Samoa right on top of the head. You don't hit Coco on the head. That feels good to him. Rip Oliver again. All he's doing is hurting his fist. Oh, Coco loves that. Says, hit me again, brother. That really turns him on. Oh, that didn't. That looked like it was the thumb or the fingers going right in the eyes of Coco Samoa. And I doubt if it would take too much damage to that left eye of Coco's to put him out of commission again. Now Rip Oliver going up to the second rope. Oh, he's going up to the top rope. Going to come down. Oh, and he ran right into Coco Samoa. Coco was waiting for him. He was ready. Coco just chopped him as Rip Oliver came down off that top rope. There's a headbutt. There goes Oliver, whipped into the ropes and ran right into Coco's body slam. And Coco coming off those ropes. Oh, and he just belly flopped right onto the knees of Rip Oliver as Oliver was waiting for Coco. Both of these men veterans. And now Oliver going to go for the neck breaker, and this could be our first fall. 1, 2, he's got it. 3. First fall with a neck breaker. Rip Oliver over Coco Samoa. We'll be back with more right after this. We've got Mean Mike Miller.
Don Kosh, did you see what happened to Coco Samoa? Did you see the boy? He went and he tried to outsmart Rip Oliver, but Coco Samoa, son, you can't do that to the Klan. You can't outsmart the Klan because we're the smartest that ever hit the Pacific Northwest, baby. We're the smartest that ever come in here. We're the biggest, we're the baddest. I don't care if you see us in a freighter. I don't care if you see us in Walla Walla. I don't care where it's at. When you see the Klan, baby, you see the biggest, you see the baddest, you see the best. And you better look out, Spokane, because we're coming at you again. Another fantastic one. We're coming up there, baby, the Klans all the way. Up to Spokane, up to Seattle, well, all over Washington. So let me tell you something. It wasn't long ago these belts was around the base of Coco Samoa and Brady Boone. But me and Abudadein put our heads together, put our minds together and our bodies, and we went up there and we took these belts. And we got the belts, and we're keeping the belts. And there's not nobody in the back. Ricky Santana, Vinny Valentino, Brady Boone, Coco Samoa, Scott Doring, anybody back there. You can put your name on the line. You can get in the ring with us, but getting our shoulders down for the 1, 2, 3, baby, that's another thing. Coco Samoa, when Rip Oliver finishes with you tonight, you'll get in your canoe and paddle your way back to Samoa, climb up in your treehouse, and live the rest of your life in self-pity and misery. Now, Ricky Santana, Ricky Ricardo, whatever your name is, you walking around like you're the cock of the walk, got all the girls chasing you. I don't know if you just stepped out of GQ magazine or off of a tobacco plantation in Havana. Whatever the case is, you get in with the ring with one of the clan, you'll be back with Lola waiting tables at the Copacabana. Now, all you people out there know that we're going to be in Ephrata. The clan will be there, levying a lot of destruction. Get on out and see us. We're going to be in Post Falls, Idaho. We'll be in Lewiston, Idaho. So all you potato farmers, you guys better grow a big crop of potatoes so you can afford to get you a ticket. Come on down, see the clan do some devastation. Seattle, we'll be in Seattle on the 24th, and we'll be in Spokane on the 25th. And you can be sure that we'll be wreaking a lot of havoc all across Washington. The clan will be there. Whoever gets in our way is going down with some heavy brutality. Tell him, Mean Man.
It's just like stepping out in front of a Mack truck, baby. When you step in front of the clan, you're going down and you're staying down.
Okay, Mike Miller and Abudadein, we're going back out the ring. We're going to stay in the ring for the second fall of our main event. You know, that match in Ephrata is really shaping up. That is going to be a barn burner. On August the 12th, I don't care if you're from Omak, if you're from Ephrata, or if you're from Spokane. Get on over there for that particular match in Ephrata, because the ring will be there this time. No, I know that sounds like a, come on. No, Larry Neat, our director, is going to make sure it's going to be there because, I tell you, his wife, who graduated from Omak High School, everybody from Omak, you know, they're going to be there. Everybody who knows Larry's wife under her maiden name is Sandra Fleshman, they're going to be there. Some of them will be there looking for Larry. So, I mean, really, we're going to have action probably inside and outside the ring. So make sure you're there too in Ephrata. It's August 12th. That's going to be the biggest crowd ever to hit the town of Ephrata, Washington, on August 12th. And I would say check the local newspaper there for the place and time, or just ask anybody in Omak. They'll know by that time. Boy, I wish I could make that, Larry. Son of a gun, August 12th. The mayor of what? Soap Lake? The mayor of Soap Lake. I guess she's quite a cook. Is she going to be there too? And so, how far is Soap Lake from Ephrata or Omak? 4 miles. Oh, it's all part of the Tri-Cities area there. I see. Okay. Well, hey, things are going to be cooking there on August the 12th. Rip Oliver cooking on Coco Samoa right now. Snap mare driving the knees into the shoulder of Coco. We're down to 5 minutes to go in our main event. This is best 2 out of 3 to a TV time limit. Rip Oliver took the first fall. Coco Samoa out for blood. And when I say blood, that's exactly what I mean. Headbutt by Coco. Out of the ring rose Rip Oliver onto the concrete floor. And I don't think that Coco Samoa really cares whether he comes out victorious in this match or not. He just has a score to settle. He's out for revenge. And now Rip Oliver going to wrap Coco up in the ropes. And now this could be a disqualification. If Oliver continues, that's it. That's a disqualification. Our second fall has ended. Oh, wait a minute. This could be a suspension if Oliver keeps this up. Come on, what in the world is going on? Sandy Barr's been thrown outside, and Rip Oliver is stomping all over Coco Samoa. Now what's happening? Here comes Scott Doring. Here comes Brady Boone. They're flying into the ring. Oh, it's a good thing, too. Oh, Rip Oliver's going crazy out there. Absolutely going crazy. He's turned into an animal on Coco Samoa. Brady Boone, Scott Doring have come to the rescue. Thank goodness. Referee Sandy Barr. Sandy Barr is up. He's on his feet. He's being attended to over there. Look at Rip Oliver. He came over and he hit Coco again right in the face. We've got security people around here. There goes Rip Oliver again back towards the ring, and Brady Boone is there to head him off this time. They got to get Rip Oliver back to the, they got to get him out of there. There's no way he's going to make it through Scott Doring and Brady Boone. Coco Samoa now. Man, it's all they can do to hold Coco back right now. This may end up back out in the parking lot. It may end up in the dressing room. Rip Oliver is... Now Rip Oliver and Sandy Barr are going at it out there. Rip Oliver just raked across Sandy Barr's face. Now Brady Boone is on Rip Oliver. Rip Oliver, a vicious attack on the referee. This is going to cost him some money, if not a suspension. It certainly has cost him the match. Sandy Barr is on his back again on the concrete floor. We've got security people around him. Coco Samoa being helped from the ring by Brady Boone and Scott Doring. Rip Oliver is already out of there. He's gone back to the dressing room. Well, all right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with a special interview and try to find out what's going on. It's trying to sort the pieces out. We'll be right back after this.
Rip Oliver! Look at me! You put a lot of wrestlers in town, brother. I can name how many wrestlers you put in town. Look at me! I'm standing my 2 feet over here. I want to tell you something. I don't care where or when, brother. I'm going to come after you with your belt and your eyeballs. You hear me? The hell with everything. I don't care where you're going to go. I follow you. From today until I chase you out from here. Thank you, brother.
It's more than just pride on the line. It's the belts. It's what the whole wrestling community is about. It's the Pacific Northwest Championship. It's more than just pain. It's agony. We got Spokane. We got the extravaganza coming up. We got Spokane. We got Seattle. This man's going to be in there. He's going to be going for it. Him and Rip Oliver. If he hasn't got it by then, it's going to be in there at the extravaganza.
Oliver, if I were you, I'd be running and I'd be hiding. This guy is mad. You've had that belt long enough. You don't deserve it. You keep getting conveniently disqualified. Coco's mad. I'm mad. Scott Doring's mad. And there's nothing worse than a mad Samoan. Let me tell you, he's got a head as hard as granite. He's got feet that can kick your eyeballs out. Rip Oliver, you beware. Because me and Scott Doring will be right behind him. I don't care if it's Ephrata, Post Falls, Lewiston, wherever it may be. The big extravaganza coming up. 24th to 25th, Seattle, Spokane. All I got to say is, Rip Oliver, the rest of your clan, Abudadein and your beetle nuts, Mike Miller, you look out. Because the 3 of us are going to get all 3 belts right back where they belong.
You hear the people out here? Let them in! They're gonna go right here! You beware, because we're coming. Believe me, I'm gonna come up to you. Come on, dude, come on. Come on! Sammy! Come on, brother! I don't care where you go. I follow you. I follow you anywhere. Man, you're gonna pay, brother. You're gonna pay this.
Okay. Coco Samoa. And I know Coco and all of his fans are certainly very happy, thankful to Brady Boone and Scott Doring for coming to his rescue tonight against Rip Oliver. This is Don Cost. We thank you so very much for joining us today on Big Time Wrestling, the very best in the Northwest. We'll see you next Saturday. Bye-bye.
Black Belt Theater will be shown at 2 a.m. tonight. In Enter the Game of Death, Bruce Lee tangles with the most notorious figure in the underworld. See martial arts action on Black Belt Theater tonight at 2 on KTZZ TV 22.